Hello, communications. Now, not everybody plays a stringed instrument, but if you do or if you plan to, one of the most important things you can learn is how to string and tune a guitar or any stringed instrument. What I have here is a 4-string bass. I chose to do that instead of a regular guitar just to save a little time. It's a little bit easier. First thing you're going to want to know is in what order to de-string and string your strings. I've already stringed the bottom two, but the best way to do it is to string from top to bottom, biggest string to the smallest string. To show you how to do this, I'm going to go ahead and do that for you. We're going to take our thickest string, which on the bass is going to be tuned to a standard E. And you're going to go ahead and put it in your string locks. It's going to be at the bottom of the guitar right there. Some of them will load in through the back. I'm not sure how they do it on violins or other stringed instruments, but most guitars and basses will have a string lock on the bottom. And you're going to want to go ahead and put a little piece of the string. On my bass I have a certain tuning peg, so you're going to put a little piece of the string into the tuning peg and start turning. You also want to make sure that you have your string in the nut of the guitar, because if that pops out whenever you're stringing, you're going to have to redo the whole thing, and it's kind of annoying. So you're going to want to go ahead and get that tightened up a little bit. You're not going to worry about tuning your guitar until you have all the strings on it. And I'm not going to fast forward this part because I need all the time in this video that I can get. It does not take too long to string a guitar. So once that's tight enough where it's not going to pop out of the nut and pop out of the string lock, you can go ahead and do your next string. I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the string lock again and into the tuning key. Now my strings may look a little bit weird. It's because I took them off to put them back on for you. So whenever you buy a new string, you're going to have to cut it to fit the guitar. I should have not done that. We're just going to go ahead and do this. Alright. So as with any video, little technical difficulties. But once again, we're just going to go ahead and start tightening that key. Make sure that the string is in the nut and locked in place. Keep tightening. Now if you also have new strings, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and, before you tune them, or you can do it after you tune them, but you're going to have to retune every time you do it, start pulling on them. And I like to slide my finger along the neck to try and get the whole string tightened. But new strings will always come out of tune until they're worn in a little bit. So you're going to want to keep pulling on them and just wear them in so they don't keep coming out of tune on you. Alright, so once we have those all tightened up, the easiest way to do a tuning for your guitar is to have an electronic tuner that you can plug straight into your guitar, or you can find one online. What I have is an actual app for my phone, and just plays the note as I need to do it. Once you've been playing an instrument for a little bit, you can start to tune by ear, and all you can do is, if you know the note you're trying to go for, you can look up online somebody playing an E. I'm going to tune my guitar to E standard. It's the most popular tuning. But what you want to do is you can just look up a note of somebody playing the E in my case, or you can do it to anything that's just in the same key. So if I had a piano and somebody knew how to play an E on a piano, I could tune my guitar to the piano. But for people who can't, or just starting to play, it's easier to just get an electronic tuner and just go off of that. Let's see. Let me go ahead and plug this in for you and hopefully you can hear it. Now hopefully it doesn't take me too long to hit this. These strings are probably horribly out of tune, but I'm going to show you how to tune your guitar to E standard, which is what I'm going to be going in. Now once again, if you've been playing for a little bit and you can get used to what you're hearing, you can tune by ear. So I'm just going to get an E and then tune the strings off of my biggest string, which is an E. That's something I didn't really tell you before. On E standard tuning, I have a 4-string bass, so what it's going to be is my fattest string is going to be E, second string down is going to be tuned to A, third string down is going to be tuned to D, and the fourth string is going to be tuned to G. If I had a 6-string guitar or a 6-string bass, I'd have 2 more strings and they would be, 5th string down would be B and the 6th string down would be E. So it's a little easier and quicker to tune a bass. Alright, but we're going to go ahead and I'm going to try and get this tuned in the E. Now, like I was saying, I can already hear around when I'm at E, so I can get close enough and then use the app and just tune in on it. So I was actually pretty close to it my first try. Now once you have your E tuned, or your lowest string, which is in my case going to be E, if you're in standard tuning, the easiest way to tune the rest of your strings is off of the previous string. So for me to tune the second string, which would be A, I can play the 5th fret on E, and that's what my next string should sound like. That's going to be an A. So all I need to do is keep playing this, and just tune to that string. Close enough for what I'm doing here, so I'm going to keep going. I know my other strings are out of tune because I haven't played this bass in a long time. So once again, I'm going to try and tune my 3rd string. So I'm going to hit the 5th fret on my 2nd string. That's going to be a D. And that's actually pretty close on already. So my 4th string, is going to be G. So once again, just the 5th fret on the 3rd string. That's my G. And that's actually already tuned in close enough. So once you have all that done, you're ready to play. Now once again, on a guitar, you're going to have 6 strings. Some of them have 7 or 8, but I don't ever touch those. But if you have a guitar, you're going to have those 2 extra strings. Whenever you get to your 5th string, instead of hitting the 5th fret, you're going to have to do the 4th fret. I'm not too sure why, because I'm not too educated on guitars. I'm all self-taught, but I just know that you have to hit 4th fret for the tuning of the 5th string, and then you go back to 5th fret for the 6th string. But that's gonna be it. Now you're all tuned up and stringed up. You can go ahead and play. If you don't play guitar or bass, I highly recommend it. It's one of the funnest things you can do. Easy to learn, easy to pick up. I've never taken a lesson in my life, and I could play with some of the people who have. So cheap, fun, good thing to do while you're out of school. If you're bored during the summer, go get a guitar. Have a good day.